high weight makes things a lot harder on me. It's hard for me to stand, it's hard for me to get around.
My body just trembles in pain, and it never ends. It just gets worse.
Chuck is clearly not living. This is death in slow motion, and he says he would rather die than live like this forever. And who can seriously blame Chuck? This is horrible. And yet Chuck eats. That's the worst part. The very thing dragging him toward the grave is the same thing he turns to for comfort. It's like drowning and still gulping water. He's not fighting to live, he's feeding the problem. Watching it is exhausting, but living it must be hell.
Concept of my weight. And then I went to the scrap metal place to weigh 698 pounds. I was like, I can't believe this.
698 pounds? That is more than out of control. That is a medical emergency. The good thing is that Chuck is married to Nisa, and she loves him. She's sticking by a man most people would have walked away from years ago. But love has limits, and you can see she's testing hers every day. This weight isn't just on his body, it's on their marriage. Every pound is a brick, and she's carrying some of that load too.
We'll put that brisket on, make some dirty rice. It was real good the first time we got along good, got married. How's my little man?
Say hi.
Say Papa. Love Papa. I've always wanted a son, and we had the opportunity to adopt Nathan.
Chuck may not be able to make a kid, but he sure can adopt one. So that is his whole family now, and he is only trying to lose weight to live a longer life for them. So he goes to see Dr. Now. It's his shot at redemption. But the reality is, love for family only works as motivation if you're willing to put in the pain. And Chuck's pain tolerance isn't just physical, it's emotional discipline too.
If you'll cut me right now, I'm ready.
What do you think gastric bypass is going to do to your eating habit?
If you eat more than you need, it's going to make you hurt.
Dr. Now immediately notices that Nisa is already on the same path to the size Chuck is at. Now, Dr. Now wants him to lose 30 pounds in 1 month to get his weight loss surgery. But immediately after they leave the clinic, they both go to eat. Not very dedicated. It's like walking out of a doctor's office with a cancer diagnosis and lighting a cigarette in the parking lot. They talk about change, but their actions are a love letter to old habits.
Ready for the surgery.
Did you want to do appetizer or anything?
I want platter service.
All you can eat?
I worry about Chuck fighting those cravings. It's a constant battle.
Even Nisa has tears in her eyes as she watches Chuck wolf down the food. She cannot believe her husband is throwing his life away. She's watching him burn the rope they're both hanging onto. That's the heartbreak. She's in the fire too, but she can't pull him out if he keeps walking back into the flames. It's not just the eating, it's the refusal to care enough about the people who care about you.
All right, so we get you prepared for your operation, okay?
Yes, sir.
He demonstrated that he can control his eating habit, and I think he's ready for surgery.
That was hard, but Chuck did it, and now he can get ready for his surgery. He may have broken containment and ate all he could eat on the first day of his diet, but he bounced back so wonderfully. But then he gets into a fight with his wife immediately after the surgery. The whiplash is unreal, a victory followed by instant chaos. It's like he can't hold on to a win without finding a way to sabotage it.
We're gonna take you home.
Take him home. You leaving me?
You'll be fine.
Some wife you are.
Control.
Just go ahead and go. Yeah, go. Let's get out of here.
Wow. The fact that he got into a fight with Nisa immediately after he woke up from surgery is just insane. But he apologizes. Still, an apology without real change is just another empty calorie, sweet in the moment, but useless in the long run. This wasn't just a mood swing, it was the stress and hunger talking. But those words stick. You can only say sorry so many times before the other person stops believing you.
You were pretty grouchy the other day.
No, I was a prick, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I love you.
That wasn't very nice of you.
I know Chuck's scared, and this is really hard for him, and so I've forgiven him for how he acted.
It just goes to show the sort of strain that this diet program can impose on you if you are over 600 pounds and just did a weight loss surgery. But the fight doesn't just end at the hospital, it gets worse. Surgery cuts your stomach, not your temper. And when you're already living on the edge, the smallest push can send everything into free fall. This isn't just about food anymore, it's about how they deal with pressure.
Cuss at me. Be quiet. Turn, be quiet. Don't say nothing. Damn.
What?
I'm hurting. You're hitting bumps, and I'm hurting. There's pain after surgery. I know I don't handle it well. Sometimes I lash out.
Chuck says he was just lashing out, but Nisa says he has to change, if not she will leave him, and things are not going well at all. Her voice has that flat, tired tone, the one that says the decision is almost made. This isn't an argument anymore, it's a warning. He's treating it like a fight he can win. He doesn't see it's the last conversation before the door closes for good.
Just take care of Nate today. It's life, I guess.
I think I might have ate something bad. Yesterday I had a pork chop and French fries. I had 2 eggs for breakfast.
It is clear that Nisa's patience is wearing thin. She is already tired of babying him, and she is totally sick of it. She didn't sign up to be a caretaker for a grown man forever. Every day feels like a repeat. Feed him, help him, watch him undo all the progress. Her words are clipped now. Her eyes don't soften. That's how relationships die. Not with screaming, but with quiet detachment.
I'm supposed to clean the kitchen. I'm sick of excuses. I'm sick of doing everything by myself. I just don't think I can count on it.
On the weight side, things are improving, but not as quickly as Dr. Now wants. Chuck is overeating, and he is denying it. Denial is easy when you think you're only cheating a diet, but he's cheating himself out of years. Dr. Now can see it, Nisa can see it, the only one pretending otherwise is Chuck, and the scale refuses to join his fantasy.
Eating fast food from habit, so you need to overcome all those issues. Chuck is one of those patients that he will never tell you the truth about his eating habit.
But then Nisa has her own weight loss surgery, but the relationship with him is still really frosty. She feels like he is too childish. It's the kind of childishness that doesn't go away with age. Selfishness disguised as immaturity. Now that she's focusing on her own recovery, she's realizing how much space his drama takes up, and she's starting to wonder if she wants to spend the rest of her life in it.
I'm trying to change, and I'm stepping up, and I hope Nisa sees that. Today, I'm gonna start helping you with the kitchen and laundry and taking the garbage out.
He couldn't even send her flowers. It is clear that this relationship is on the rocks, and Chuck is saying that everything will change and he will become helpful. Words again, promises again, but no follow-through. Flowers aren't just flowers, they're a symbol that you think about the other person. The fact that he didn't bother says it all.
I'm hungry, I'm gonna get something to eat. They got grilled chicken I can have. Well, I had 2 thighs, 2 legs, and give me a large coleslaw.
Despite Nisa just recovering from surgery, Chuck feels like she does not appreciate him enough because he lost 100 pounds. They keep getting into fights, and in the end, the marriage can no longer hold. They thought the weight was the cause of their issues, but the surgery has now shown that both can lose weight, and it still wouldn't happen. You can fix the body, but you can't staple a broken marriage back together.
Oh, God. I don't need to lose my family because I'm going to go down.
Charles, that is your problem. I cannot be the reason you live. I can't be the reason you die. I can't be the reason you lose weight or the reason you gain weight. I can't be the reason, okay?
Yeah, Chuck lost the weight, but he also lost his family alongside it. Perhaps he would have been happier with the weight on. At least then he wouldn't have to face the truth that the problem was never just the pounds. Sometimes the hardest part isn't dropping the weight. It's living with what's left after it's gone.
Every day when I get up, I feel like I'm dying because it's very hard for me to breathe. My lungs feel very compressed, so I have to take extra deep breaths in.
Nicole is clearly having a horrible life because of her weight, but as soon as she wakes up in the morning, she wants to get food. And who does she say to get them for her? Her family. That entitlement is loud. She acts like they owe her service for her bad choices. The appetite rules the house. Everybody tiptoes around her mood because if the food is late, there's chaos. And she knows it. That's leverage. Ugly, heavy leverage.
I'm going to go gather all your bath stuff.
Thank you. I've gotten so big that I could barely get up and get around. So my parents live with us to help take care of me and my 2 kids.
Nicole has 2 kids but cannot be bothered to lose weight to take care of them. She is so fat that to have her bath, she is cleaned outside with the garden hose, like an animal. The neighbors probably pretend not to look. The kids pretend not to cry. Shame turns into routine. You can feel the rot in the dignity. And still, the meals keep coming. Clean her, feed her, repeat. That's the schedule. That's the trap.
Your backyard. You don't bathe your girl, but I don't have another option. Even though Charlie's very devoted to me, I feel very humiliated.
Nicole knows how humiliating this is, and it is part of the reasons she wants to get 6 a weight loss surgery. But that requires traveling to Houston, and that will test the relationships she has with members of her family even more. Everyone's patience is already thin. One road trip with her demands will snap it. You can see the tension before a word is said. She needs them, resents them, and still orders them around. That cocktail always explodes.
Still haven't made it to Alabama, where we plan to stop for the night. But I can't go much further. I need a bed, and I have to sleep.
She is going to Texas by road, and the journey is really taking its toll on her roles. Her family members are with her to help her, but sometimes there is only so much you can do. Now they get into a motel, and the bed is on wheels. Long hours, cramped seats, zero comfort. Every stop becomes a crisis. They finally reach shelter, and even that turns into another problem. Nothing is simple because nothing ever is with Nicole.
Okay.
Please tell me.
1, 2, 3.
The whole bed slid out on me.
Okay, it's on wheels.
What the I mean, why would they do that? Try it. No, just shut up, Mom.
The fact that the bed is on wheels just made Nicole lose every bit of patience she has. The bed is on wheels? That means she cannot even sleep tonight. She spirals instantly. No pause, no problem solving, just rage. It's always somebody else's fault. The tiniest inconvenience becomes proof the world is against her. Meanwhile, everyone else is exhausted, hungry, and scared of setting her off again, walking on eggshells over a mattress.
I can't do this. I'm bad. It hurts down here on the street.
A 3-hour ordeal every time.
Charlie, you know what? If you aren't going to be supportive, you can f***ing leave.
That's why I'm here.
It's stupid wood in here. It's stupid. Why would they put wood on a floor in a hotel?
That is right. She just called her family members a bunch of bastards because they didn't build the entire motel to fit her needs. And what was their reaction to that? Well, nothing. They swallow it, again, because pushing back means a bigger explosion. They pick the quiet humiliation over the loud fight. It's survival mode. Enable her or get blamed for everything. That silence is not kindness. It's fear, and it keeps her stuck.
Oh my God. Just too much for me. I should have never left and tried to do this.
They somehow found a solution for her. Anyway, they eventually get to Dr. Now, and here is what he has to say about Nicole's weight. You can see the relief on their faces when someone else takes control. Finally, rules. Finally, consequences. Dr. Now doesn't care about excuses or tantrums. Numbers don't bend. Either she follows the plan or she doesn't. For once, the power dynamic shifts off Nicole's mood and onto results.
You don't want to eat the bad food, but you have to because your family makes you. And you bring the bad food because she will get upset. So I think I'm picking up on some of the problem.
Dr. Now is scared that Nicole's boyfriend doesn't even want her to lose weight. He tells her to correct her eating habit and lose 30 pounds in 1 month to get weight loss surgery. Does that work? That's a hard line. 30 pounds is a wall she can smash through or run into. If the boyfriend is undermining her, that wall gets higher. Support or sabotage, there's no middle. The month becomes a test of truth.
I'm a little disappointed that I didn't lose what I was supposed to, and I'm scared about what the doctor's gonna say.
This time, Nicole blames her family for enabling her. She is still not taking responsibility, and that is a primary issue she has to get over. Dr. Now gives her the same goal. Does she make it? Same speech, same tears, same finger pointing. The fridge doesn't open itself. The drive-thru doesn't teleport. Every bite is a choice. She hates hearing that. Accountability feels like an attack when you've lived on excuses.
And move back to Ohio. If that happens, I have no hope. I can't believe what the scale said.
She doesn't meet the goal, and she continues blaming her family. It is just insane just how much Nicole can blame her family members for. And it gets worse. Does she hit the goal the next time? The scale is brutally honest. No spin, no story, just failure. Her relatives flinch like they're about to be punished. She doubles down on the blame game. It's pathetic and predictable. Either she changes or she keeps performing the same meltdown.
Best I've done so far, but it's still not what he wanted me to lose. Hopefully Dr. Now sees that I'm moving in the right direction.
In the end, Nicole finally meets her weight goal, and Dr. Now finally approves her for surgery. She had to stop blaming her family members for her own choices first, though. That switch is the real surgery, cutting out the excuses. She finally acts like the parent, not the patient. The room feels different. Her family breathes again. It's not a fairy tale, but it's forward. Pain now, progress later. That's the deal.
Every morning, feeling intense pain. It's constant now, and there's no part of my body that doesn't hurt. Having crackling in my bone, heat rash in places that never goes away no matter how clean I am.
Lacy cannot believe this is her life now, but she has to. She really has no choice, and it is downhill from here for her. It's a miracle she can even walk, but she has a boyfriend. That's the twist. Love, even if it's not the healthy kind. She's stuck in a body that's breaking down, leaning on a man who makes survival possible, but also speeds up her decline. Every step she takes is because of him, and maybe because of what he brings to her plate.
Boyfriend? I met him a month ago on a dating site, and since then, we've seen each other every single day. I was up upfront with him about my situation.
Her boyfriend loves her so much that he helps her wipe. He loves her so much that he brings her all the food. He loves her so much that he is killing her with what he gives her. That's the cruel paradox. In his mind, it's care. In reality, it's poison dressed up as devotion. And she's not fighting it. She's leaning into it, letting the comfort of his help outweigh the danger. It's not just food addiction, it's relationship addiction too.
No greater pleasure in this world than eating food. It's a more pleasure button for me than sex. It pleasures me. Food, it's everything to me.
Lacey has always had this relationship with food, but now she believes that she needs to get weight loss surgery. And to do that, she has to meet Dr. Now. But she gets food to go along for the journey first. Old habits don't die just because you made an appointment. She's literally eating her way to the consultation. It's like showing up to a bank to fix your debt while swiping your card at a luxury store on the way.
Extra bacon, and I'll take root beer. Mashed potatoes and gravy.
I need an order of mashed potatoes and gravy, please. Thank you.
After eating to her heart's fill, she begins the long journey to Houston to see Dr. Now. But before she gets there, a little accident happens. The thing about being over 600 pounds is that even a little accident turns into a big production. Everything from moving her to checking her vitals is suddenly more complicated. The trip isn't just physically exhausting, it's emotionally draining, and they haven't even gotten through the clinic doors yet.
She pooped herself and she was just taking a fart, you know, like anybody does, and well, it wasn't a fart. And so I think she needs to get off the fast food for a little while.
Yeah, stuff happens. But when stuff happens when you are at over 600 pounds, it's a totally different ballgame. They finally get to Dr. Now, and here is what he thinks. You can see him sizing her up, not just her body, but her mindset. And the conclusion? She's not ready for the grind this will take. He knows the difference between someone who wants change and someone who wants the shortcut. And right now, she's the second one.
Lazy.
Okay, Lacey, you're 36 years old.
Yes.
So you have a goal in you.
Yes, I want to lose weight and have a happier lifestyle and grow in my relationship with Ricky.
The answer is simple. Doing something is hard, and Lacey isn't interested in doing hard stuff, but she wants to change that. Dr. Now asks her to lose 50 to 60 pounds in 2 months. Back home, Ricky tries to get Lacey to exercise. He's hopeful, but you can feel the tension. It's the look of a man trying to pull someone uphill while they're busy dragging their heels. Effort is new to her, and it shows in every reluctant move.
Well, we're gonna walk at least about halfway.
Do you want me to kick you now, or?
Oh, come on, you
I'm
couldn't
gonna kick you?
That is amazing. That was fast. They have only known each other for a few months, and now they are engaged to marry. This is crazy. But does this marital bliss lead her to lose weight? Well, first sign is the fact that she didn't even go to see Dr. Now. If she won't keep an appointment now, when everything's supposed to be rosy, what will she do when the honeymoon phase is over? Love isn't burning calories here.
If you haven't lost any weight, then there's no point to move to Houston because not moving ahead with you. So you have to check your weight to see that before you move here. You understand that?
I understand completely.
She missed her weigh-in, and we all know what that means to Dr. Now. But maybe she meets the next weigh-in? Well, let's see. While on their way to the clinic, something totally crazy happens. These moments always hit harder when they come right before accountability. It's like the universe throwing one more curveball to see if you'll finally take yourself seriously. But Lacey, she's about to fail that test in spectacular fashion.
The only option I have is from a person I found online.
Oh, looks like there is trouble in paradise. These two were destined to be married just a few weeks ago, and now Ricky is breaking the engagement because Lacey just won't lose weight? This is the breaking point. He's seen enough to know she's not going to change, and he's not going to stick around for the slow collapse. It's brutal, but in his mind, it's survival. She sees it as betrayal.
It'll be okay.
You've known me a long time.
Yes. You'll be fine.
Her name's Michelle, and she said her and her family are planning to move to Houston from Washington.
And just like that, they abandoned her right at the side of the road, and she had to call the police to come and pick her up. That is just incredible. Her fiancé just dropped her there in her car by the side of the road. This isn't just a breakup, it's public humiliation. That kind of scene burns into your memory, and at her size, being stranded isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm not getting weight loss surgery.
This is just a mess. Now she has to get all her things from the truck and get her own place on her own. This is just horrible. And Lacy has to go through this while over 600 pounds. Every box, every bag is a reminder of just how trapped she's been in this life. Independence sounds noble, but in her condition, it's survival on hard mode.
I don't live anywhere now. I was moving to Houston, and the apartment that I was going to live in fell through, so that there's no apartment here, and I have no thing.
That was bad. Incredibly, Ricky came back to apologize to Lacy. He eventually felt bad about the whole thing and came back to tell her to follow him to Dr. Now. Here is how that meeting went down. He's back in the role of rescuer, but you can't unsee the moment he left her roadside. Trust doesn't return that easily, even when the car does.
So right now, I'm not sure she's going to be willing to give up the way she's living, and very concerned because if she keeps going like this, then it won't take long for her to get to a breaking point.
That is crazy. The insane thing is that despite all of this, Lacy still failed to lose enough weight. Despite all the emotional trauma she's been through, she still failed to get her weight loss surgery. The excuses, the drama, the fights, none of it translated into results. This was supposed to be the rock bottom that forced change. Instead, it's just another chapter in a story that refuses to end the right way.